Oh, hey guys, it's Ryan live from Unbound. As you guys can see, I'm in the sound room right now. And if you guys can see the door behind me, it's not fully covered in sound foam yet, but it will be soon. Hang on, let me see if I can get a picture of that. There, oh, there we go. Yeah, as you guys can see, the door is not fully covered yet, but soon it will be, especially with the next shipment. The next shipment will be enough to fill in that space and any of the gaps that are still remaining in these walls, like right here and there at the bottoms, and so on and so forth. So thankfully, we'll be getting that sound foam in probably within the next couple of weeks, thankfully, and then we'll be done with the sound foam finally in this room. And as you guys can already hear, it already sounds amazing. So I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I'll probably keep this bed in here because the bed actually contributes a lot to dampening the sound. So I'll probably leave that there. And what I'll do is I'll move the bed back here, and then I'll move the equipment over here where acoustically everything sounds better. And I'll just have to find a way to finagle the wires in the monitor setup and the audio equipment setup in here to a computer outside this room, hopefully as close by as possible. But I'll buy like 20 feet long cords, and hopefully it will be powerful enough to power all the equipment in this room while doing it silently. And that is hopefully what I can do. It will be a very, very robust setup, and thankfully, it will mean I won't have to print out any scripts anymore. I won't have to use any rechargeable batteries anymore. Everything will be electrically powered. I'll have all the monitors in here. It'll be as easy as hitting the power button on the computer outside of this room. Then I just step in the room and I hit record, and then I'm basically good to go. I have all the equipment in here. I can just literally do everything in here once I'm in, and I'll even have a cam was it a webcam, so that if any clients need to basically check the work live, they can do that basically via Zoom or Skype or anything else, and that will help out in terms of the performances, I would say, in case they actually need to directly oversee the performances. Other than that, though, this week I'm mostly going to be dedicating towards the new Brittany Smith Animatic, so look forward to it. I'll get that released to you guys most likely on Wednesday, because today I need to just prep some files for the new animatic. Then tomorrow I will do the voice acting and I will try to put it together. And then on Wednesday, I will release it to you guys. And I will most likely get back to work on the new TAKESHI Web Comic for the Mouth of Hell. I'll get started on it, I should say, most likely on this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then next week is going to be very similar because I need to uh, do the next animatic for Brittany Smith. And keep in mind, this week I have to also have some therapy on Thursday, and I also need to see an MRI specialist on Friday. So there's a lot of stuff that has to happen. And keep in mind, next month in October, October 16th, I'm probably going to get called in for jury duty, and I'm probably going to get put on the jury seat. So there's a good chance I'm going to be gone for at least 1 or 2 weeks. It won't be too bad, but it will definitely put a damper on my schedule. But I will do the best I can to get as much work done on this next TAKESHI Web Comic. And thankfully, it won't take nearly as long as the last one, because the last one was basically full-blown action sequence. All the panels were new. In this next one, I can reuse a lot of panels and a lot of shots with just some new panels in between, and it's mostly dialogue. So that will make it significantly much easier, and it won't take nearly as long to get out to you guys. It's going to be really exciting, though, because I'm always happy to release new dialogue chapters to you guys, because it tells so much about the story and the world, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. It's definitely going to be from a different perspective. It's going to be from Rock and his heroes. We're gonna actually get to know them quite a bit more thanks to the next chapter, and then after this chapter, we'll get back to our normal scheduled programming with Commander Ryan, Captain Jerome, and the Black Knight Battalion, and the Colonel Trent of the White Knight Brigade, and Mia, and Merlin. We'll get back to all of our favorite characters very soon after this next chapter, which won't be too long. And yeah, health-wise, mentally, well, physically, I'm doing all right, but well, I mean, I still need to get a scan for my left wrist. That's why I'm going into an MRI on Friday. Um, mentally, I'm doing better. Mentally, I'm doing better. I could be better, you know, but I am doing better. I will see a therapist on Thursday, so just like Zoom chat or something. That'll be more than enough. And yeah, emotionally, I'm doing all right. I'm a little topsy turvy. I'm definitely better than where I was last week, but I'm still very vulnerable very volatile, I should say. It doesn't help that I've done quite a few personality assessment tests recently. And I've realized probably my highest score is conscientiousness, which means I'm very dutiful, not dutiful, dutiful, and hardworking and dedicated and consistent. That's my highest personality trait. Is I am dutiful, consistent, hardworking, orderly, obviously. And my second highest trait, which is a very negative trait, is I'm highly neurotic. In other words, I tend to be affected by negative things and negative emotions much more than most people. And even though I am, relatively speaking, an optimist by nature, I apparently, across the board, based off of multiple personality assessments, I appear to be highly neurotic, very neurotic in nature. I didn't even know that. It explains a lot, though. Explains Commander Ryan in the story. Now I have a specific term to use for him. He's high, he's extremely depressed all the time and very he's just extremely sad and depressed and down all the time because naturally, I mean, he's had a hard time, but also he's just naturally speaking like me, neurotic, which I still don't know what to make of it. I think I'm just gonna have to try to make peace with it. I'll speak to my therapist about it most likely, but I just wasn't expecting to be highly neurotic. Like I like it's really high. My score in neuroticism is very high, somewhere around the 70 to 80s out of 100, which is insane. I mean, I know there's people that have higher neuroticism, but that's really high, and that's very unexpected for me in particular. But my conscientiousness, it's like around the 90s to 100s, sometimes the low 80s, so very high too. So good and bad. It's good and bad in my obvious personality, and yeah, I wasn't expecting to be highly neurotic. That was a shocker. But yeah, I'll do my best to get out as much work to you guys as possible. And yeah, I look forward to more very soon. And thank you for supporting us on Patreon. If you guys can support us on Patreon, please do. It makes a huge difference. We're at patreon.com/Unbound Vision. You guys can do it for as little as $1, $5, $25 a month, or something custom, and it all goes directly to the team here in studio. Plus, you gain access to Patreon-only posts and the exclusive website, which has everything on it. And you gain access to the full resolution archive of TAKESHI Web Comics, Magical Girl Brittany Smith Web Comics, the fan art archive, and so much more. If you guys can support us on Patreon, please do. It makes a huge difference in the effort. And it just helps us out so much, and it gives us a huge boost of morale too. So if you guys can support us on Patreon, it would be immensely appreciated. Look forward to this new animatic for Brittany Smith, most likely on Wednesday, and look forward to the new Magical Girl Brittany Smith webcomic from Chun Chang very soon. Look forward to then some more animatics for Brittany Smith and for the TAKESHI webcomic series soon, and look forward to the next TAKESHI webcomic for the Mouth of Hell at the earliest. Sometime in the middle of October next month, or possibly late October next month. So, yeah, look forward to it really soon. It's going to get really exciting. Hope you guys enjoy, and thanks again for sticking with us. Hope you guys stay inspired.